Now this t-shirt, love this brother. I mean, his music just puts me in that 1970 cool mode, that Mac mode from the Superfly era. And I grew up on his music as a kid, in the Bronx, New York. Curtis Mayfield, with his message and his music, he always was pushing inspiration, encouragement, from keep on pushing and keep on keeping on and move on up and we're a winner. I mean, he always pushed positive messages to the people that came up in the ghetto, and this is what I love about him. As I got old enough to understand the music and can identify with the music, I wanted to get this man t-shirt. It's unfortunate he had a bad accident in Atlanta at the time, and then that kind of, dwindled his health. And, rest in peace and shout out to him. But he developed me, as a person with his music, the message of his music from the instruments, and you can hear, every sound that resonates with my spirit, and that's why I got this shirt, and when people see it, they be like, oh, that's Curtis. Oh, man, that's a nice t-shirt. Oh, because I just love attention and I love conversations. If the music make you move and you just got a groove, call Isaac and play his music. Anyway, this is Isaac Hayes, and you cannot mention Curtis without mentioning Isaac Hayes. They came out to me as a child. I heard them both mostly played, and both of them was born in 1942. And they came out with both of them back-to-back hit movies. He came out with Shaft. He did the soundtrack to Shaft. Curtis did the soundtrack to Superfly. So I kind of can't wear one without the other. So this is why I like Isaac. Isaac is just, he's just like a sex symbol. First man to come out with the shaved head and the beard, and he represented masculinity, and, the women loved him, so I wanted to play his music so that can resonate within me, masculinity. Now, this shirt right here, why I like this one and why I purchased this one. I like it because it's Stevie Wonder. I mean, come on, who don't know Stevie? I mean, Eddie Murphy, used to play Stevie Wonder on Saturday Night Live, and I mean, this is the Stevie Wonder, at its peak, when he was doing, hey, superstars, but I just love it. I mean, he don't even have no name on it. Everybody knows who this is, so that's why I bought it. It just represents, need no introduction. It's Stevie. Front to back, he was always complete. So that's why I bought this t-shirt. DMX. This is a wild legend. Knew him personally. Rest in peace. Yeah, this, out of all the celebrities, this one really, touched me. And I always was a supporter of him, even before he became mainstream. I was always a supporter of him. I always knew he was going to make it big. And he changed the name of the game in hip-hop. He was just knocking out the competition like Deontay Wilder was knocking out his opponents. DMX was just on a whole nother level. So he is undisputed, will always be undisputed. And this shirt right here is just something unique. I've seen a lot of DMX shirts, but I've rarely seen this one. So I had to pick up this one. And, he represents YO. Always did. DMX. Rest in peace. I'm Rick James. You know the rest. David Chappelle made that that phrase famous, and when I look at this, that's what I want the world to know. But I wanted to, say, instead of saying I'm Rick James, I'm Mark G. Young, But anyway, Rick James, man, the funk man, his music, touched me as a child, and Ghetto Life, love that song. Fired It Up, kind of Mary Jane. He was a musical genius, and I just had to get this shirt when I saw it. This album, man, really inspired me at a time of my life when I was a youth, and I was going through it. And playing this song over and over, this album over and over, really gave me some strength, So, he's Rick James, rest in peace. And I like this album because it's, you know, it has the title Street Songs, and that particular song that touched my life was called Ghetto Life. And I grew up in the ghetto, and it inspired me, and it just gave me strength to survive in the ghetto as a youth. Now this t-shirt, I ain't even get to wear it because the weather is changing, but I'm a fan of this particular guy. And who is in here? Let's see. What do we have in here that I did not get to wear? Nice and fresh. Prince, baby. This album here. Let me take this on off here. Give me a minute. Okay. Prince. Now, why did I purchase this one? I mean, Purple Rain. Such a powerful song back in 1984. 83, 84, I believe. And that just, you know, that pop just hit me. I mean, it hit me strong at the time. And plus it brought me through when I was in the service. I was in the service from 1984 to 1987, and Prince was popping then. And I heard some stories about him being a freak, and, you know, at the time, and he used to open up for Rick James, and they got some, you know, stories, and I saw this shirt, and I just had to have it. Prince.